Greetings. How we kids doing? How you kids doing? We're sponsored by Pure Leaf, no sugar, unsweetened. Got ourselves some tea. It's time to start caffeinating. Where are you at? What you doing? What you doing? What you 20? Where you at? It's peanut butter jelly time. I'm gonna turn off my notifications because that's quite. Waiting for a phone call. I will have my phone called. Waiting on USDA papers. We're hauling a load of chicken, cooked chicken, going on down to Laredo stand. We're currently in the middle of Georgia somewhere, and kind of blocked in where I'm at right now. But these loads can't move until the USDA inspects them, and you get a bunch of import papers and stuff like that. It just Mexico doesn't trust American chicken, basically. Actually, nobody should trust American chicken, but you know, people still eat it. You know, Chick-fil-A is not going out of business anytime soon, no matter what the cows say. Chicken is in abundance every year. But we're just gonna chill and wait for a phone call. I figured, hey, I'll chime in with you kids. Make sure you're doing all right. Make sure I'm awake and ready to start my day. We haven't started our clock yet, so nothing is rolling. Nothing is counting down. Nothing is tick tock. We're just chilling. They'll give me a phone call when they have the papers. I hook up to the trailer, walk in there and sign said papers, and trucking will be activated for the day. It's a little late in the day. It's noon where I'm at right now. It is literally noon, and I've got 1,080 miles, I believe. We got to stop by our facility in Laredo. I mean by me and the turd in my pocket. We got to stop by Laredo, Texas. The trailer has to be inspected because the trailer's going to get brought to Mexico by another trucking company. I don't drive into Mexico, but because it's going to Mexico, it has to be inspected to make sure it comes back with everything that it had before it went to Mexico. Mexico's kind of a shady place, and sometimes they steal tires and wheels and lights and fuel, and I haul refrigerated freight, so on the front of these trailers, I'll show you here in the background. Hope you kids are doing okay. Let's flip the camera around. I'll show you what kind of trailers I haul. You see right there, it's a big old trailer. Those are 53-foot trailers, and they've got reefer units on the front of them. All four of those that you're currently staring at are Carrier units. I am not a fan of Carrier. I think they run a little bit too loud. But the one I like the most is that one right there. That is a Thermo King behind the Yard Goat. That is a Thermo King. It's like a Slimline or a Euro version. So it's half the size of a normal Thermo King. And I think it runs a little loud. It runs as loud as a Carrier unit. But, oh, what's a Yard Goat? That guy right there. Also known as a Hostler. Also known as a Hostler, a Yard Goat. There's all sorts of names for them. But there you see a fifth wheel. There is a hydraulic ram, and that fifth wheel can go up in the air like 5 feet. So Gma says, "Oh, I know what a hostler is." Yeah, yeah. We just call them yard goats because if you listen carefully, they go bah. Isn't that or yard dog? Yeah, that's another one. Yard dog. Any who's it's as we rearrange our camera. Yeah, anytime we take a trailer down to Mexico, it has to be inspected. They take pictures of everything they can. They check the wheels, the tires, all the reflectors, all the lights. They make sure, take a picture of the refrigerated unit. Because we have had, well, I've seen it in the industry, not with the company that I'm currently working for, but I used to work for CR England, and every once in a while, it'd come back with bald tires. It'd come back missing the refrigerated unit off the front of the trailer. Mexico is kind of a fun place. We're gonna get caught up on some comments here. You kids are getting out. You kids are getting a little wacky this morning. It's a little, well, it's afternoon. Get as wacky as you want. It's totally cool. Patrick was first, saying hello. We got Donnie saying my brother. Good to see you. Merry Christmas, by the way. I'm not celebrating Christmas this year. Big Dan saying howdy. We got Donna Lee Montgomery saying, hey, Sterling, sup, bro? I love your doggy. You got a cool dog. I used to have a blue heeler. But things changed in my life drastically, and my good friend Steve is taking care of that dog right now. And it's a better fit for his family than it was for mine. And my current living situation, I can't have a pet. I can't be responsible for anything other than myself because I'm rebuilding my life. Taylor saying hello, good seeing you. AM saying E, okay. Big Dan says sleep well. I got animals fed by 6 live stream. They just got done moving around bales to the feeders. Good times. Dan is a working man. Got himself a farm. He's got spider monkeys. He's got a farm of spider monkeys. They're woolly upper New York Peninsula spider monkeys. Just don't ever drink milk from his farm. It don't taste right. Yeah, I slept pretty good. Even though I slept in a drop yard and woke to the sound of yard goats beeping and honking and crashing into trailers. There was all sorts of activities around me when I woke up, so I slept okay until I didn't. I slept okay until I woke up. And there's a forklift that's running around here. They wired the horn to go off every 5 seconds. So the forklift driver doesn't have to honk his horn. You're supposed to honk your horn anytime you move. If you move forward, I think it's 2 honks. If you move backwards, it's 3 honks. I don't remember my OSHA training. They do that in mines too. But this forklift, as it's driving around, it just honks randomly. It's kind of annoying. Rhodey's in the house saying good afternoon, Sterling. It is now afternoon. We're doing good. Donna Lee saying, Big Dan, what kind of animals you got? He's got cows. Lots of cows. Cows all over the place. By the way, if I get a phone call, I'm going to ditch you people. Because my job is more important than sitting here talking to you and not making any money. If you see a truck driver on the internet with a YouTube channel, they're not making money. When you're making money, you ain't got time to talk to people. You keep that door shut, you make your money. Make your money. Because money doesn't really exist anymore. And you got to make whatever money you can, even though it doesn't really exist. It's life. Welcome to adulthood. Taylor saying good morning, everyone in chat. Motobomb Virginia saying good day, Sterling. Good seeing here. Big Dan has layer hens and shorthorn beef cattle. Donna Lee Montgomery says, I train thoroughbreds on a racetrack. Good times. Rhodey saying hi to Taylor and Moto. Gma Rides asked what a yard goat is, which is a yard hostler. Motobomb saying good day all. Rhodey saying hey Big Dan. Gma Rides, oh, I know what a hostler is. Yeah. Taylor saying hey Rhodey and Motobomb, Big Dan. Everyone's saying hi to each other. We got good people in here. Big Dan saying, nice, Donna Lee. My late wife ran standard breds than hunter jumpers. Cool. Dogs are awesome. I'm more of a cat person, though, but, dogs are cool. Longbeard's in the house saying, yard dog. That's another name for the hostler or a yard goat or yard dog. I'm slightly stuffy. I need to take my allergy meds. It has been raining for 4 days straight in Georgia and Florida, which is, I live kind of right on the border. And yeah, I don't have a cold, but I'm just uncomfortable. Stuffy. Michael saying hi. Good seeing here. Motobomb saying hey to Gma Rides. Everyone's saying hi and hello. Michael Bame saying I like your glasses. Dylan Optics. Gma saying hi to everybody. Donna Lee saying cool. I used to show hunter jumper as well. 5-rail jumper. You kids and your cool dogs. Big Dan saying hi, Road King, Gma, and Taylor. Longbeard saying where are you running out of? Right now we're sitting in Georgia. On paper I'm OTR 48 state, but they've been keeping me in the southeast. So today we're going to be running Georgia to Texas, going down to Laredo. I'll be there tomorrow night sometime. And we got a hub there, so I can get there as quickly as possible. This load don't deliver until Wednesday, so today's Monday. I'll get there tomorrow night and deliver Wednesday morning, I believe. I just got to take it to a forwarding company, drop the trailer, grab an empty, and hit the road. My regular dispatcher's off on vacation, so I'm a little worried about how I'm going to be treated the next 3 weeks, because my dispatcher knows who I am, knows how I run and what I do, and my job is literally effortless. I don't even have to watch my hours. The load planners have everything down to a science, and as long as I take my 10-hour breaks and average, they got me over the last 4 months that I've been working this job. I think my average booked speed is 56 mile an hour. So it's easy for me to get ahead and get things dropped. We try to do a lot of drop and hook. It just makes for easier. Like last week was an absolute mess in Florida. I made over $500 in detention, and for a company driver, that's a lot of money. So yeah, we're running out of Georgia today. I live in the truck. I don't really have a place to stay. Gma saying hi to Taylor. How are you today? I think she's doing good. Shannon Thomas Trucking. Good seeing her, sister. Good morning, everyone, in the shop in Cumberland International. I heard that's a good shop. Don't know the verdict on the power restart issue. Also getting a B service DOT tire pressure monitor sensor replaced and DPF system serviced. It's time for it. Gee, you probably have... What does the Pretty Penny have for miles by now? I'm going to say you're right at 300 something. Am I right? If anything, you're probably at 280 to 315. You've had that truck for a while. Yeah. But I kind of think it might be a weak battery or something like that. So some of my trucks, like Shannon's truck in particular, doesn't have an APU like mine does, where it's like a diesel powered APU. She's got something called an EPU. So there's a bank of separate batteries that the motor will run for a little bit, charge those batteries, and then she can run her air conditioning and heating and her cooking, and she can run life support with the key off, and the truck will just drain the batteries until it gets to a certain level. Then the engine will kick on automatically, charge those batteries back up, and then shut down. And systems like that are extremely sensitive to the health of those batteries. So if a battery develops a bad cell, if the batteries just get old, that system can malfunction. It's also extremely sensitive to corrosion on battery terminals and stuff like that. So it's a good practice if you have an EPU system. You know, you got an extra set of batteries to run the life support in a truck, to every year take off all your battery connections, sand them, clean them really good. And they do make sealants for them as well that'll stop battery acid and stuff like that. We don't really see that too much in the trucking industry, but with as much as these trucks bounce up and down the infrastructure of America, we don't see usually more than 3.5 years on a set of batteries. It's just rattling down the road. You can't expect anything nowadays to last very long. Good to see you here, Shannon. Taylor says, doing good, getting some work on the computer done. Good times. GMOS says, is this okay point to mention I'm uploading a premiere for tonight? Yes. Yeah, anytime you have something premiering, if you want to drop links to your channels, if you're going live like right now, please feel free to announce anything on my show. I don't guard dog my channel very like that. YouTube's a big place. If you want to self-promote, go for it. Just, don't be an asshole about it. Crystal Stark saying, do you know what Five Nights at Freddy's is? Yeah, my daughter's into it. Ever Experience retracted their message. Big Dan, we showed quarter horses. Daughter showed now braids a circuit out of Atlanta. Good times. Donna Lee says he is full breed cowboy corgi. Thank you. He's precious. Good times. I'm stuffy. I need my allergy meds. We got people walking around the parking lot. I'm hoping to get a phone call because I'm waiting for some USDA papers. And once that happens, I can hit the road with it. And I'm a little low on fuel. So I want to run through a CAT scale, and I also want to get fuel. Gmaw's doing great. I'm taking self-paced stuff, my old laptop, to learn how to edit better. I've got a bunch to edit, by the way. Gmaw saying, holy crap, Big Dan. Big Dan has snow monkeys. Longbeard says, safety first. Barf. Not around here. It's like safety third. Unless you're talking about this friggin' high vis that I gotta wear on this property. They get really angry at you if you're not wearing a high vis. That's because somebody got killed. And, that happens. When people get killed, we make laws and rules and regulations. Safety is born on the blood and sweat and tears of the American worker. The only reason I'm wearing this is because somebody got run over by a yard goat, or got squished between a trailer, or got hit by a forklift, or an airplane fell out of the sky, or somebody tripped over something and then got run over by a semi-truck. Like, it's important to wear your high vis, especially at night. Donna Lee says, Big Dan, I also worked the biggest major rescue in South Florida, too. We have just in horses 60. 60 horses in South Florida? I was in Bay City last week. Gma saying, hey, to Sick Bastard. We got somebody with a very long name. JC Book World to Dogman Spirit saying, hey, good to see you. We got Kuya Dave's Philippines. What up, truck driver? I'm a truck driver. I'm a truck driver. I'm a truck driver. Holy crap, I'm a truck driver. Right now, I'm a truck sitter. Gmos says, are you waiting for a load? Yeah, it's loaded. I already saw the trailer. It's running. It's sitting at 27 degrees, I think. No, it's at -10. I'm sorry. We're hauling crispy strips. We got, I'll show you. I'll show you. Over there in the background. That's what's going to be within my trailer once I get out of here. Once we get a trucking, once we get a rolling, rolling, hauling chicken to Laredo, rolling, chicken. Kuya Dave says, just loaded, headed south back to Georgia. Where are you at right now? What's your 20, driver? Georgia's a nice place. It's the rain has kind of tempered off a little bit. It was raining like crazy for the last 4 days. The dirt road that goes to our house is just it's mud soup right now. So I didn't get to ride a motorcycle or nothing. Had a kind of a boring weekend. Donna Lee says, I raised day-old bull calf up to 2,500 pounds, pure baby pet. By the way, our channel just hit 100,000 subs. Good times. Everyone check out Donna Lee Montgomery. She's got a cool channel, sounds like. G-Moss says, I have another friend that drives. She's based in Florida and off-season, does scallop fishing. Really? Oh, that sounds cool. Wish I had a cool life. All I do is drive a semi-truck, nurture a personality disorder, and try to save money. They didn't tell me in the Bible that this is what adulthood was going to be. I kind of want my money back. You know, I'm just saying, adulthood wasn't supposed to be like this. I want my money back. Is there any guarantees in life? Oh, there's no guarantees in life. Tell this guy on the screen to shut the hell up. Based in Florida and off-season does scallop fishing. That sounds so cool. That's proper trucking right there. Longbeard says, oilfield drivers still make the money. We do okay and we're local. That's good to hear. Oilfield has always been pretty good. I messed around with it a little bit when I was an owner-operator. And I had a flatbed, so I used to haul a lot of the oil pipe and stuff like that. But that kind of work is very, very hard on equipment. And as an owner-operator, my job was to protect the equipment because my name was on the title, and I didn't want to ruin it, and I didn't want to throw money at fixing it because I was ruining it. But it was a fun experience, and at least I said that I could do it. And another time that I worked oil field is I used to do repo work for Halliburton, and that's back when I had a step deck with vehicle loading ramps, and so I did that in Texas. I used to get trapped in Texas. It was hard getting loads out of Texas to get back to California or back to Nevada. I used to live in Nevada. And so I do repo work around Texas and haul stuff for Halliburton, moving equipment and stuff like that. Donna Lee, cool job driving. Fresh catch here every day. Yum. Oh, Jody, you were in my live last night in the middle of the night saying hi to Donna and everyone. Gma Rice says, Donna Lee Montgomery, she has a boat and captains it. She went to Forgotten Angels with me a few times. Really? Was she there this year? I love truck drivers. Every truck driver is my brother, even if they're a lady. You're my lady brother. I love truck drivers and motorcycle riders. Good people. Donna Lee saying hi to Jody. Crystal Stark says, can I ask you a question? You can ask any question you want, and I will give you, I am not a modest person. I will give you an answer. Taylor says, hi to Donna Lee, Longbeard, Shannon, Michael, Jody, and I think I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Kuya would be what? Kuya? Taylor says, sorry if I missed anyone. Don't worry about it. That's funny. Gma Rice says, Judy drives UPS out of Louisville sometimes for Mercer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to do UPS accounts when I was running team. It's good times. I made a lot of money with UPS. So I would run step deck and I would run reefer for a while, and then I'd get a UPS contract and team with a friend of mine, a business partner. And yeah, I used to love running UPS. It's good times. I have no desire to be my own boss anymore. Not after seeing what happened to trucking the last 5 years and the fact that the only way to get by is to cheat, lie, steal, uh, and the cost of insurance, the cost of trucks, the lack of maintenance facilities. It's just not. It's just not a fun game no more. I see a guy walking a set of papers to the trailer that I'm eyeballing. That might be the papers for my trailer that get me to Texas. Going to Mexico. Well, trailer's going to Mexico. Gma Rides, good seeing here. Jody, getting some varnish. Hope your day is good, Donna. Hope you're going to use the varnish and not just sniff it. It's bad for your health if you do that. Longbeard saying hey to Taylor. Jody saying hi to Taylor. Carney Vanguard, I was wondering where the hell you went. I haven't seen you. I missed you, brother. I seen Eric showed me your Facebook, and I guess somebody you knew had passed away. My condolences. And I hadn't seen you much on the intro webs, on the YouTube Alicious. So I hope you're doing well. That and I woke up at like 11, so, you know, I don't have much of a schedule at all. I sleep when I have to. Carney says he's watching from his show. Good times. Well, I want to say hi to everyone watching Carney right now. Carney's a really good dude. He's part of the Duct Tape crew on the Motobomb Virginia channel. He pops in there and we chat in the mornings, wake up, have our coffee, make sure everyone's doing okay. And it's good times. Good community. Taylor saying hi to Carney. Gma saying hi to Carney. Donna Lee says, years back off season, I cleaned charter sailing matches at Bahi Mar on Fort Lauderdale Beach, top sides, interiors, all the way to the water level. Diver did bottom. Wanted to try to charter ready, Captain. Good times. I love boats. I just know that it's a lot, yachts. I know it's a lot of money, but I love them so much. Carney saying hi to everybody. Donna Lee says yachts. Yep. Kevin Kraus said hello from Nebraska. It's probably snowing there, or it has snowed, or it's about to snow. It's clear where I'm at right now. It's, if you look out the windshield here, it's just overcast and kind of misty. Nothing major going on out here. It's what's the temperature? 60 degrees. Good to see you. Kevin Kraus, Rock Hauler says, at least you're not dealing with snow. Exactly. Gma Ride says, anyhow, I'm loading a premiere for tonight. It'll be 5:30 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific time. Good times. I'm subscribed to Gma Rides, and all of you should be as well. She's got a premiere dropping tonight. I'm willing to bet it has something to do with the Barber Motorsport Museum, maybe. I don't have any motorcycle content. I was trying to keep all my motorcycle content to Mondays, but I don't have anything worth releasing. My video project right now is the Living Legends Dirt Track series. And last night, I premiered the intro for those videos. And you will see more of those videos in the coming weeks. But instead of sitting back there in my dungeon, my padded dungeon, and editing video, I'm sitting here hanging out with you kids. Hope you guys are doing okay. Shannon Thomas Trucking, check out her channel too. It's a fantastic shop. Miles are 279 and their shop later is 225 and 279,000 miles. The truck that I'm in right now just turned 274,000 miles. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought you were anywhere from 280 to maybe 325. I was close. I was close. Good to hear that's a good shop. Gma says, we're in an atmospheric river and it's rainy. Well, Gma, she lives near Portland, I think. Of course you're in an atmospheric river. You got rainforest season going on right now. Carney says hi to Gma. Donna Lee saying, yeah, chasing ghost Tara, taking off roll boxes back to our yard because someone hadn't paid the landfill to take the chemical waste. 3 hour waiting. Oh, gross. Rock Holler says green death. Shannon Thomas says 9 batteries for life. 9? Your truck has 9 batteries. Whoa. Okay, usually a semi truck has 3 batteries, sometimes 4. But yeah, with the EPU, electronic power unit. Actually, it should be an EAPU, electronic auxiliary power unit. The extra batteries, okay. I wonder if you can upgrade them to like lithium or something. The only problem with that is you got to have the right chargers for it. We got 17 people watching with 17 likes. I like those numbers. Thank you for. It's good luck when I see numbers that match like that. Chasing Ghost says my live was last night. I caught a little bit of it. Taylor saying hi to Tara. Gma Rides. Sorry I missed it. Oh yeah, just check out my channel. It's the last video that dropped. Oh no, the last video is last night's live from this morning. But the intro for the Living Legends race, it's only a 2-minute little video, but I'm going to use that as the intro for all the Living Legends races. There'll be 5 to 8 videos produced. We had 18 people watching with 18 likes. The kids are knocking it out of the park. Robert, good seeing here. Probably checking in from, I think you're near Folsom, California. I think you're near Folsom. Or are you? I don't think you're in Sacramento. I think you're near Folsom. Carney says, don't be like Carney. Everyone be Carney. Sick Bastard says, safety third. Exactly. Taylor says, Rock, Kevin, Hey Neighbor, and Roman. Carney saying hi to Sick Bastard. Taylor says, hey Robert again. Robert saying they all had something. Wear a hard hat. Plane would have bounced off, right? Yeah, if you're in a parking lot, you're supposed to wear a hard hat. So if an airplane crashes into a parking lot, you won't get hurt, right? Robert Laube saying hello, Taylor. Wyatt says your glasses look foggy. They're not. Road King says hi to Sick and Carney. Donna Lee Montgomery, we're in Palm City, our rescue, Sterling. Good times. Carney Vanguard says, I can't post my show. Only mods can. I don't give everyone mods because if you're a mod on my channel, then you can't. If you're on a phone, you can't comment on any of my YouTube shorts. And I tend to put out a lot of YouTube shorts, and I like to see your comments. So don't be offended if I don't have a moderator status thrown at you. Carney saying hi to Road King. Good old Roadie. Donna Lee says, I work out of Fort Lauderdale race course in season. Good times. Taylor says, hashtag catching up on chat. Carney says, truck sitter. Yeah, I'm not a truck driver today. I'm just a truck sitter. Gma says, I went to the toy run on Saturday. It was so wet. They're in Portlandia, in Puerto Lando. I miss Portland. I used to run Reno to Portland every other day for FedEx, and I was the only driver in 3 years to not crash on that route. It was kind of cool, and I used to chain up a lot. We used to haul loads for Chewy, and I always came back with an empty trailer. It was kind of nice. Rob's neighbor, Carrie, says, what's up? Good seeing you here. Everyone's saying hi to Carrie. Gmoss says, I may have the scallop thing wrong. I know she captains her own boat, though. We catch up when she's in town over here. Good times. Is this someone I should know? Huh? There's a lot of truck drivers that have no social media presence. They don't have YouTube channels or nothing. And they're cool. Everybody's cool. Everybody's kind of cool on my channel. I'm the only asshole allowed on this channel. Rob saying hi to the chat. Gmoss saying hi to Carrie. Dean Frayne, good evening from Great Britain. 5:23 in the evening on a Monday evening, saying hi to America. America says hi to you. Dean says hi. Good seeing here. Greetings to Great Britain, the greatest of Britons. Donnie saying, do you know if the rates have ever come up or are they still in the toilet? It's a mixed bag. It really is. Refrigerated seems to be doing okay. I'm insulated from the industry right now, so I really don't see the rates. But I know DIY is doing pretty good. I know Shannon's doing okay. It's just there was such a shock to the trucking industry with the sweet and sour sniffles. Everyone thought they were going to become a millionaire, and the market adjusted and everything else, and inflation, and yeah, it's... Listen, it ain't worth it to get back into trucking. Unless you're a company man like I am. Donna Lee says, captains make sweet money if you charter a boat. You have no captains, you have to hire a captain too, like from Fort Lauderdale to Bahamas and such. I would love... we've got a mutual friend that went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and it was like $189 all inclusive for like 4 days. I heard that and I was like, damn. Could you imagine walking around on a boat half drunk? They've got to have karaoke bars. Playing in the casino, get drunk 24 hours a day. Actually, that sounds like work. That doesn't sound that pleasant at all. Yankeesy Vlog saying hi. Where are you from? We're from America over here. Gma says she wasn't at Forgotten Angels. No, she was not. She goes by Captain Judy. Captain Judy. I've heard that name somewhere. We were found in the kitchen. Well, you kids didn't show up last time. Hopefully you'll show up in March or the next camp out at Forgotten Angels. Watching from the Philippines, Yankeesy Vlog. Good times. Yan's Key Vlog. Crystal Stark saying, hey, hello. Taylor saying, welcome into Yan's. Sick Bastard saying hi to everybody. Taylor saying hi to Crystal. Gmoss says she is able to run in Cali, so that's better money, she says. Yeah. I used to run California a lot. Sometimes I miss the days when I owned my own truck. But right now, with me putting my life back on the rails, I can't be responsible for businesses or anything like that right now. I've broken too many hearts. I've sold too many semi-trucks. Oh, I'm so glad I sold that semi-truck. Not long after I sold it, the one box went out and the dude fried the turbo, and oil particles of metal got in the oil and screwed up the motor. The dude wound up spending 60 grand to fix it. I didn't have to because I sold the truck. Crystal saying hello. Everyone's saying hi to each other. I'm also a trailer driver here in the Philippines. Imagine trucking in the Philippines would be fun. I remember seeing those shows like the Ice Road Truckers, stuff like that, and then they had these shows where they're like down in Brazil, you know, on the death road and stuff like that, and places in Africa. I could drive a truck anywhere. I've often thought, and the offer is actually still on the table, of working the mines in Australia, running road train. There's a company I've been talking to, and I mean, since I'm kind of homeless, it really doesn't matter where I live. And it's not like I got family and stuff here in the States. Like I could work Australia 6 weeks at a time and come home. It's really good money too. Or I could just stay in Australia and bank all that money. Broly Roll saying salute from Bronx. I haven't been to the Bronx in a while. Robert saying hi to Sick Bastard. Donna Lee, Sterling, you come down to Florida a lot? I try to. Yans, I'm just going to call you Yans. Where are you from, bro? Georgia. I live in Georgia right now. Gma says, nope, not yet. This is Kingman. I decided to do my 6,000 mile solo trip in a chapter fashion. Today, Kingman. Next week, Winslow to South Haven. Good times. Okay, so Grandma Gma Rides, her next video is about Kingman, Arizona. I love Kingman, Arizona. Not in the summertime, though. Shaman. My mouth ain't working. My face hold don't work. I can't talk no more. Shannon Thomas Trucking. I would have been way over that. Oh, thinking about being over 300,000 miles. Spent the first quarter of the year at home. It feels like it was 5 years ago, Shannon. This year has been bull pucky. But we're surviving. We're not thriving, but we're surviving. Man. Yeah. Gma Rides. Yep, I'm in Tacoma. Love it here. Haven't been to Tacoma in quite a while. Crystal says, your dude, guess what? Hardwire, good to see you. Good to see you, Hardwire. Howdy from Northeast Ohio, near Cincinnati then. Crystal says, dude, mine has 10. Taylor says, Gma Rides, can you drop a link for our new friends here? I don't know if Gma has a link. She's a moderator. She can drop a link, yeah. SST's in the house saying, hey, everybody. Good seeing here, SST. Love the avatar as usual. Sick Bastard saying hi. Everyone saying hi to SST. Trucking with T-Bone. Good seeing here. I did a trip to Nashville. No, Memphis. I went and saw the truck in front of me almost crashed into the truck behind him. Went and saw Graceland. I still need to make that video. Carney says, I'm at 468 subs. I'm getting there. Gma Rides. You've got a wrench. I wish I could. Only mods can drop links here, but it's easy to find. My channel is Gma Rides. Carney Vanguard. I had a lowrider with 8 batteries. Yeah, because you had hydraulics. You're a mod, Taylor says, Gma Rides. You got the wrench. You got the spanner. WCF Invader Donnie. I looked into lithium batteries for my late truck. Proved not to be worth it because I would need it to charge the charging voltage and install heaters to the batteries. Rob's neighbor, Carrie. Do they have semis with hybrid in the drive system other than Edison Motors? Edison Motors is all electric. They were trying a hybrid drive system, but it never caught on. Diesel is big money. They want us buying diesel. Big Oil has complete control over America's as far as the power systems in these trucks. You will see some electric trucks on the road. Frito-Lay is using them. Pepsi is using them, but they're staying in the Central Valley of California. I do not think we have the infrastructure to run electronic semi-trucks or electric semi-trucks. The infrastructure is just not there. Robert, good memory. Yeah, Folsom, California. California. Gma just hit 450 subs the other. You only have 450 subs? There's a lot of things wrong with the world, and that's right at the top of the list. Gma Rides only has 450 subscribers. Big Dan says, Gma, your video's premiered now. I got a notification to check my iPad. Okay. Oh, did you premiere your... That's too funny. Did you accidentally premiere your... I've done that so many times. We try to make it special and premiere, like, we want to have a watch event, right? And sometimes it just happens. Robert Lauby saying, holy crap, Sterling pronounced my last name correctly. Good times. WCF Invader, AGM batteries are the best batteries for a truck. Yeah, because they're vibration proof, like Odyssey batteries and stuff like that. Starter batteries, the only batteries I would consider changing over to lithium. Still not worth it, in my opinion. It's just not, the infrastructure's not there, and these trucks bouncing up and down the road. I really don't know if I want, a battery that you can't put out with water in a fire extinguisher. There's enough things in these trucks that'll kill you. I really don't want batteries at the top of that list. Oh, Hardwire saying, what's up, Carney? I came from here to your show. Good times. Crystal Kitten said, hello. Big Dan says, been there, GMOS, several times. Tacoma, Washington. Taylor says, managing mod can't, but a standard mod can. I found that out. It's YouTube confusing me. YouTube is weird sometimes. Robert saying, they had a toy run here on Saturday too, but my moto license expired. I ain't risking it. Sent a toy with my pals though. You don't ride dirty in California? Are you a little worried about California and the CHP pulling you over and say, hey, where's your license, boy? And it looks like you got a broken taillight too. And you'd be like, what? And the cop smashes out your taillight and then hauls your motorcycle to impound. California would do that to you. I know. I used to live there. Shannon Thomas just ordered 2 Jersey Mike subs. Oh, I remember those days when I could eat bread. I'm jealous. I had flour tortillas last night with my Mexican food. I'm sitting here basking in my guilt trip. Jersey Mike subs, I've never had one. I've had Firehouse subs, but I hear Jersey Mike's are pretty good. The problem with America right now is most of our food supply is managed by Sysco, so it really doesn't matter where you get a sandwich nowadays. It's all going to taste the same. It's not going to taste like Subway. Like Subway is the bottom of the barrel. Subway is scraping the bottom of the barrel as far as sandwiches are concerned. And listen, I'm morbidly obese. I'm a food professional. I'm certified. Listen, I carry a lot of weight in professionalism when it comes to fast food. Shannon, just ordered 2 Jersey Mike subs to comfort my butt. No comfort food allowed. Food is fuel. Bad, Shannon. Somebody get the lube. Today the truck will get the salon treatment. Warranty will cover some. Okay. Good times. I don't know if they'll cover your batteries because that's kind of a wear item, but International's pretty good at their warranty, so you might be in luck. Hardwire says YouTube likes to change the rules daily, it seems. It's weird. Carney Vanguard says, I never understood why a roofer had to wear a hard hat. Yeah, because they're already on top of it. Why does a roofer have to wear a hard hat? I can understand if like ABC or something, the building supply companies that have the they got the conveyor belt on like a gigantic arm, and they just load the product up to the roof. Maybe you want a hard hat for that if the guy raises it too far and just starts dropping roofing material on you. Carney, good seeing here. SST, I'm tired of being home. Entirely too many chores have been regulated to daily existence. Get in a semi-truck. Live the life of unlimited travel and, good enough pay. Just enough pay that you can support morbid obesity. Oh, trucking is poop. Carney saying hi to Hardwire. Taylor says yes to Hardwire. SST. Sick Bastard says, excuse me, I'm an asshole too. Well, we're all assholes. We're all a villain in somebody's story. I've been quite villainous this year. And nothing against anybody. It's just my life got out of control. And we just try to correct. Because guess what? Everybody has the right to redemption. And I challenge you to open any version of the Bible and prove me wrong. It doesn't even matter what religion. Everyone has the right to redemption. Shannon says to SST, get out here then. Exactly. Don't sit around the house doing honey-do lists. Don't mow the lawn. Get in a semi-truck. Look how glamorous my life is. I should be the prime example of the pinnacle of being a truck driver. I have few responsibilities. Nobody loves me. And I just drive around in circles and make money. This is the greatest life I've ever lived. I've lived a lot of lives. I almost want to throw up. The sick bastard saying hi to Hardwire. Robert saying, Carney, me neither, especially since I get used to roofs. I was told to fall off, get fired before I hit the ground. Yeah, why do you wear a hard hat if you're a roofer? And yeah, you're going to get fired before you hit the ground, trust me. Hardwire saying hi to sick bastard. Smoke shop saying Groupon. Does that still exist? Gma Rice saying, okay, so apparently I pushed the wrong button earlier, so now I have a premiere at 5:30 Pacific time. And Sterling, thanks for the kind words. Of course. We love Gma Rides. I hope we all get to meet at the next camp out. There was a lot of YouTubers that I didn't meet, and I felt bad because, you know, as much as I love Forgotten Angels and stuff, and Shade Tree Army, and I get the impression that there's political reasons why a lot of people didn't show up this year, and that's kind of a shame. And I really hope there isn't any truth to that. But I'm going to be there as many times as I can because I live close enough to it. I live in Valdosta, Georgia, and I can get down there. Taylor saying hi to Smokey. SST, people are just as crazy at home as they are on the road, Shannon. Yeah, we don't know SST's home situation. He might be getting cut off in the kitchen all the time. You know, he starts walking to the refrigerator and somebody merges right in front of him without a turn signal. Oh, that pisses me off. Use your damn turn signals. Oh, general population, I swear. Gma says, I'm trying to come in March for bike week and maybe stay for camp out. I hope so. Carney saying hi to Smokey. Just on post lunch break, got to drive across town. Good times. Hardwire says, did he try to blame you? They usually try. What are we talking about? WCF Invader, Donnie. I'm really hoping for the phone call that says, hey, your papers are ready. The guy that's in charge of the yard standing over there, he knows I'm here. If you get the opportunity, I would do the road train experience just to be able to say you've done it. I think I'm considering it only because I'm not in a position right now to buy a house or anything like that. I'm a little worried about the economy, and working for a gold mine in Australia would literally be a gold mine. The dollar is completely collapsed, you know. As long as they paid me in gold, like don't pay me in US dollars. If I'm going to work in Australia, you better, I need some gold nuggets in my pockets. I got pockets right here. I want that pocket full of gold. Taylor saying hi to Donnie. Yan said, can you give me a little tip on how to pass the code 95? I don't know what the code 95 is in the Philippines. I don't know what it relates to in America. We're in America. Salty Badger is in the house saying good afternoon all. Schmokey said, hey, Tacoma. Is that Taylor's new name? Is she a reliable Toyota pickup? Oh, if I could find a girl that was reliable as a Toyota Tacoma. I mean, other than the rust issues. Listen, you can't compare women to pickup trucks. I'm thinking this one through. Please hold while I think this one through. Listen, just make sure you don't have a Toyota in the Rust Belt of America, and you're totally fine. Your Toyota's totally cool. Keep your women out of the Northeast and the Northern Midwest. Taylor's laughing out. You should laugh, really. Carney saying hi to Salty Badger. Salty Badger's probably shoveling. Because, he lives in Michigan. Taylor saying hi to Salty. Sick Bastard saying hi to Salty. Hardwire with a $5 super chat. I'll give that. I'm sorry I'm a little late catching on to the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We're still no longer in November. We're no longer in November. Debauchery November has ended. What's the super chats go to in December? October was illicit activities. November was debauchery. December will be haberdashery. The ability to make clothes, right? Is that what a haberdasher is? No, I don't want a habit. I'm very low energy. And I wake up and I drive a semi-truck. I don't need to be quilting or knitting or sewing. Put in the comments what you think December should be for super chats. Sick Bastard dropped the link for Gma Rides. Very good. Big Dan says, Sterling, you shamed me into a membership last night. Shame is a very powerful motivator. Shame, fear. Anyone that studies psychology will agree. That's why we're all shamed into, getting vaccinated and wearing masks and stuff like that. Because, mix your fear with a little bit of shame and you've got societal upheaval. Works every time. Listen, I made the mistake of reading The Art of War when I was 15, and it screwed me up ever since. Oh, I didn't even read the super chat. I gave it a heart, but I didn't. Oh, Sterling, I thought you were a professional around here. Buy you a beer while one is still under $5. You can get beer under $5 nowadays? Actually, you can at truck stops. The truck stop beers are cheaper than anywhere else I've found. It's cheaper than Walmart sometimes. But we do not partake in the alcoholic beverages in the vicinity of my semi-truck. I only do that at home when I can't see, hear, or smell my semi-truck. And it's usually with somebody else driving when I'm hanging out with Buck. Mom doesn't appreciate alcoholic beverages, so I do not partake in alcoholism around Mom. I sound slightly drunk right now because we just woke up and I'm waiting for people to do their jobs and give me a phone call. Do 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 do. Hardwire says bye. That is, I'm really not illiterate, I swear. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm fluent in broken English. So don't worry about not spelling things correctly or anything like that. It's totally cool. I catch your drift. E-Dog has made a comment about oral sex with men. Good times. Rob's neighbor, I agree 100%. Screw all the electronic stuff. Gma writes, I fixed the Premiere. I pushed the wrong button. So yeah, tonight at 5:30 my time, 8:30 in Florida. Pro me, have you ever read the Golden Verses of Pythagoras? No, but Tyke Trucking has. Gmoss says, I quit riding dirty in 83 when I saw cops do a strap and run on a friend's bike for no endorsement. Really? Nico said, hey man, you know those days are still ahead as long as you can commit yourself to the gym. Yeah. We, that a lot of us have memberships to like Planet Fitness, and sometimes it's hard to find truck parking nearby. And then with my schedule, I don't know where I'm going at any time. So it's kind of hard to do the gym thing. And I'm nursing a foot injury right now, so my steps have been minimal. So right now we're just dieting. It's just diet. Salty Badger. We had a truck driver shut down the on-ramp from I-696 to US 131 in Grand Rapids, Michigan by strategically parking his tractor and trailer under the bridge. Good times. Hardwire says, I'm 6'1" and 300 pounds, so I understand big guy. Yeah, I'm down to 300 pounds right now. I lost 47 pounds since my birthday. Donna Lee says, I worked 42 foot up our 64-foot schooner. We had 5 sailing yachts for charter it out. Holy crap, that's cool. And I'm terrible at heights. I'm at the age right now that I don't bounce when I fall. I just shatter. Like, it used to be fun to fall off a ladder, but if I fell off a ladder now, I'd be like, oh no. This is going to hurt for a month if I survive it. And, I'll probably be disabled. Salty Badger won't be able to assess damage or begin repairs until mid-April. Give you a guess on a citizenship. It's, there's a lot of truck drivers out here that don't belong in America. I'm just saying. Americans only. America first. All that good stuff. Donna Lee says, all that teak wood I scrubbed. Yeah, but it was in Florida. Like you weren't shoveling snow off that teak. That's pretty cool. I like meeting new people here on the YouTubes. This isn't the Church of Wheel. I usually do a live show called the Church of Wheel. And we just hang out, talk about stuff. Sick Bastard saying hi to Smokey. Robert Lobby saying, have a blessed day, all Sterling. Stay safe out there, bud. Thank you. Yeah, you stay safe out there, too. You live behind enemy lines in California. Donna Lee, I see you at 24 here on the phone. 24 likes with 21 people watching. I appreciate you, kids. We got a $5 super chat that came in a little earlier. I have not decided on what super chats you're going towards in the month of December. October was illicit activities. November was debauchery. And December, we're already, 8 days into December? I think today's the 8th. I have no idea what we're going to do for December. Sick Bastard, I'm going to go to the dispensary. I'll be lurking, like, sub, share, and donate. Good times. And I don't mind caps lock. It's easier for me to read. Hardwire, did he try to blame you for the truck you sold and that guy messed up? Oh, no. He called me and let me know. He's like, was there anything like going on with the truck that I should know about? I was like, no, it had been serviced. I had the DPF serviced. I replaced the water pump myself. I quit driving that truck because I fell in love. And when you fall in love, when a boy falls in love, he doesn't want to be on the road anymore. And that's why I sold the truck. Gmoss says, be right back, got a doctor thing. Smokey says, my taco is awesome. You got a Tacoma? Taylor says, you can compare women to trucks as long as they're cool with it. And I'm an ice cube. Are you one of those women that always cold? Huh? I like cold women. There's been a pattern in my life of cold women. And I'm always heated. Smokey dropped the Adam Bennett avatar emoji. We don't call them emoticons on this channel. They're emojis. Bring back America Online. Hardwire. Destructive December. It's always fun to break something. Destructive December? I'm not in a destructive mood, though. Actually, this month, the next time I'm home is the 27th, and I got to get my Volkswagen running again. I got a motor to put in it. I need to get that car reliable, because living the motorcycle life sucks when you live on a mud soup road. Debacle December? Debacle's too risky. I'm a man of few debacles right now. I can't associate with debacles. Good effort, though. Smokey says hashtag freedom. Carney says super chats for Carnage. Carnage December? No, that's bad juju. We need, because listen, we got bad weather up north. We got rain down here in the south. I mean, we've had illicit activities. We've had debauchery. We need something a little bit more positive for December for the super chats. Donna Lee says women to semi. I guess Peterbilt here. Are you a Peterbilt? I'm currently in love with a kitty whomper. KW. I'm not in love with it. It's just I'm currently inside it. And just because you're inside doesn't mean you love them, okay? Write that down and realize that. Taylor's laughing. Robert says, no good beer is under $5. None. I agree. Salty Badger says, you compare a woman to a pickup, they know they are good with taking a load in the bed. Oh. I like flatbed trucks, though. I like using straps and chains. You know? With a pickup truck, like you said, you're just dumping a load in the bed. I like flatbeds better. Robert's laughing. Taylor's agrees. Smokey, activate driving mode. Driving mode.exe. C:/driving mode.exe. Taylor says, make sure it's a manual, shift or right. Oh, geez. You kids and your dirty thoughts. Listen, this is not a kid show. 24 likes, 18 people watching, $5 friggin' super chat going on. My computer's barking at me because they're like, give us a check call. It's like you can see where I'm at. I got satellite tracking. Leave me alone. Waiting for a phone call. I might have to just walk in the office and be like, hey, remember that time you told me to sit in the parking lot and wait for a phone call? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Oh my God, Pepperidge Farms sounds so good. No, Sterling, bad morbid obesity. Motor Bomber, Virginia. It's snowing and melting. Barf. Donna Lee says, and look mighty fine at that, Sterling. Just saying. Settle down. Gma Ride says, okay, I'm back. Taylor says, same here, Motobomb. What's the temperature over there? There are no 4-letter words allowed on my channel. And by the way, I asked you kids something. We could just put a poll. That's too much effort. I'm effortless today. We got to name December. We had illicit activities October. We had debauchery. Was it debauchery? What was November? November was debauchery. December, we got to name what I'm doing with my super chats in December. I'm drawing a blank. Motobomb is checking the temperature. All you gotta do is open the front door. Don't whip out your phone to check the temperature. Open your front door. Jeez. Motobomb says 36 degrees. Ugh, barf. Robert's behind enemy lines in California, trapped in the sea of blue. You're in the purple zone? Are you in the green zone? Are you in the demilitarized zone of California? I miss California. Visiting. I have a certain love affair for Crescent City and Pismo Beach. I used to like Eureka, Garberville, Ukiah. I grew up in Palmdale, so I've had enough of the high desert. Yeah, California's nice to visit. There's no way to live there. Brown chicken. Good seeing here. We're going to be hauling chicken. We're going to be hauling your brethren. Chicken of cooked nature. How about that? Robert saying, lurking while I'm busy. Brown chicken says, love bites. It's true. Donna Lee says, my son works in a lab here for a grow house. He makes the weed. He makes the weeds. He makes that counterclockwise tobacco. Brown chicken says, icy, 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 icy. Brown chicken says, ice, ice, woman too cold, too cold. That's too funny. That's like 60 degrees where I'm at right now. Well, I'm suffering. I'm wearing a sweater, and I don't even have to. Taylor says, 22 degrees here, high of 31 today, but land is warm enough, I guess. Barf. Brown chicken says 15 degrees in the Twin Cities, right? Taylor says, yes, I'm one of those ladies, Sterling. You got a cold gluteus maximus. You got cold's feet. You're one of those chilly girls that needs a man of chubby nature to warm you up. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met a girl. Well, I've dated older women that have gone through like the hot flashes and stuff like that. And they still sweat while cold. The human body is so weird. Overrated. We need to get rid of humans. Embrace AI. Listen, your AI sex bot will never be cold. Well, actually, medical devices are usually pretty cold. And I think in order to register your sex robot, it would probably have to be registered as a medical device. I mean, yeah, how do we get our sex robots into polite society? They all have to be registered, I mean, they'll have the ability to kill and make their own decisions and stuff like that. There's no stopping that, by the way. Huh. Even if it vacuumed and cleaned and did your dishes and stuff, it would still be considered a medical device. Especially if you took it to bed with you. Interesting. See, on this live show, we're changing the world. We're making a difference. Donna Lee says 84 here in Florida. Good times. I was pretty close to you then. I was in Bay City. I picked up a load of sugar on Thursday. And woke up and it was 93 degrees. But it was that hot because my truck was sitting in the sun in a parking lot. And right off this mirror over here is the little sensor that gives you your outside temperature. But yeah, I bounced all over Florida last week. We're going to Texas whenever they call me. Taylor says, hashtag boots, socks all day. No. Not allowed. Taylor saying hi to Donna. Donna Lee says, top of the line. Gma Wright says, brown chicken, hello. Smokey says he's going to film a bit. Good times. I've got like all my cameras in my vicinity. I got some of them. Like I'll usually use this one as a head camera while I'm driving for my driver vlogging. What the fuck? Plop truck lines. Why is it called plop? Don't they understand that plop is like... Plop is the sound when you do your business in a porta-john when it doesn't have any water in it. Plop truck lines. It's literally... See? That's plop truck lines. That's kind of shitty. Why would you name your trucking company Plop? I don't understand that. Anyway, cameras. I am not filming anything right now because I've got too much to edit as it is. SST says, I think you should dune bug the Beetle and dirt track it. I hate you. How dare you say that? My bug is a lowrider. It is set up for the street. It's got Coney suspension and sway bars. It is designed to handle. It's as close to a Porsche Speedster as I can afford, or a 356. Brown Chicken says, hi to Gma Rides. Listen, if I was gonna get a bug for off-road duty, I'd just buy one. But mine doesn't deserve to be torn apart. Brown Chicken says, Salty Badger blocked me. Well, what'd you do to him? What kind of horrible thing did you do to Salty Badger in order to get blocked? I'm wondering. To get blocked by Salty Badger? Because Salty Badger, he's not a delicate little flower. It's hard to hurt that man's feelings. As many times as I've called him an ugly motherfucker, and why is his beautiful wife even anywhere near his vicinity? Like you look at how beautiful his wife is and you go, he must be sporting something, or he must be rich, because he is uglier than sin. So what did you do to get blocked by Salty Badger? Donna Lee saying hi again to Taylor. Dylan Little says, imagine towing all the ICE vehicles and flatbed tow trucks. All the vehicles that are stuck in the ice and stuff. That's pretty dangerous. I got into towing very briefly, but the problem with the towing industry is the other people that work for towing can't get a job anywhere else, and they treat the job... I did not like the towing industry from where I seen it. Somebody got blocked. Oh, Salty Badger. Sorry about that. Somebody got timed out. Oh, Salty got timed out by Brown Chicken. You kids. Oh, jeez. Wow. Settle down in the comment section. Salty got timed out. That's funny. That's too funny. You kids behave yourselves. Brown Chicken, that was ruthless. Brown Chicken says, sorry, brother, man. Salty Badger will be back. Brown Chicken says we're even. Oh, that's too funny. Gmar Rides says it's riding warm but 98% wet here in Tacoma Land. In Tacoma Land. I miss Fife's restaurant. I used to go there quite a bit. Tacoma is a pretty cool place. Dylan Little says 76 degrees here right now. Where are you at? Brown Chicken says I'm cooked chicken right now. SST says Eureka surprised me with how shitty it was. Eureka, yeah. It's an acquired taste, Eureka, California. Uh, Dylan Little, I'm in Long Beach, California. Shout out to the LBC. I was born in Orange County. I was born in Fountain Valley, not too far from you. But yeah, I grew up in California, and I've migrated to Georgia. Brown Chicken's in Wisconsin. Are you in Wisconsin? I thought you were closer to Minnesota. Brown Chicken says, where's the beef? There is no beef around here. We're surrounded by chicken, and it's all cooked. Dylan Little says, no AI. I agree with you. Hardwire says, it's cold as fuck in Northeast Ohio. Ohio. I'm ready to move south, but after 49 years, it's hard to uproot. I agree with you, but it's not that hard to uproot. You just have to abandon everything and just make the effort. Listen, none of your ancestors, you think any of your ancestors stayed in Ireland or Germany or Mexico? Like, America was built on people fleeing their situation. Your ancestors walked across hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles to get where you're at right now. Brown Chicken says 3-month. Taylor says, how the hell can you be sweaty and cold at the same? You've never made love to a menopausal woman. You got to try it sometimes. It's quite the roller coaster. Oh, man. Dylan, too late. We're all AI. Every single one of us is AI. Brown Chicken says, member up. Yeah, become a member. Taylor says, Brown Chicken dropping the knowledge. Brown Chicken took out Salty Badger, but Salty Badger has forgiven him because Salty Badger is a good Christian man. And he's beautiful. He is a very sexy man. And you would never say anything disparaging about Salty Badger, especially about his God-given looks, you know. His unmutable characteristics we respect because he's a beautiful, beautiful human being. And he built some great motorcycles, by the way. Shannon Thomas, a great thing about Jersey Mike's is you can order the sub without bread. Order it salad style, right? Brown Chicken says, what is Smokey filming? Brown Chicken says, Jersey Meats. Yeah, if it's Jersey Mike's without bread, it would be Jersey Meats. Donna Lee says, Jersey Mike's, delicious. Never had it. Hardwire says, because the drivers are shitty. Most truck drivers are. Oh, you're talking about Plop truck lines? Well, considering he can't back into a dock, and he's currently on. Quick, what does Plop stand for? I don't know. I remember there was a television commercial saying plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. I think it was Tums. Cheap Freight Hauler says, good afternoon, everyone. Brown Chicken says, people leading other people. P-L-O-P. People leading other people. You were able to answer that, and then nobody has been able to tell me what super chats are going towards in the month of December. I'm disappointed in you kids. I really am. Carney's saying hi to Hardwire, laughing. Shannon says 38 and cloudy here in Nashville. Nashville's a fun town. One of my favorite museums is there, the Lane Auto Museum. I don't think they're open today. And Jack White's Third Man Records is a good visit. But you got a doggy with you right now. So I don't know if you could grab an Uber and go see a museum. Even if you just grab an Uber and walk around downtown. Get your steps in. 38 degrees though. You said it was 38 degrees. That's borderline walking weather right there. Salty Badger says, is the Fizz Fizz truck following? Yeah, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Brown Chicken laughing out loud. Brown Chicken says, lucky man Salty is. It's true. Salty Badger laughing out loud. Plays on the freeway. Is a retired truck driver, by the way. He still lives in California. But he'll get wise one day and leave like I did. G-Ma saying hi to Cheap Freight Hauler. Cheap Freight Hauler saying hi to G-Ma Rides. We've got all the regulars in the house today. I appreciate you, kids. 17 people watching, 25 likes, and a $5 super chat. I like these numbers. I can live on this. Carney's laughing out loud. Mr. B, B's and T's. Howdy from North Carolina. From Como. Salty Badger says, I timed out everyone in Sick Bastards chat this morning. Oh, so you came to my show for a little revenge. Or at least Brown Chicken did. That's funny. Let's say it's fun timing people out. It's innocent fun. Taylor saying hi to Mr. B's and T's. Brown Chicken says, Sick Bastard had an epic live stream this morning. Really? A stoner had an epic live stream? That's weird. Taylor says, yeah, you did, Salty. Barlow, hello from Estonia. I used to drive a truck too. Estonia. Wow. I've been looking at moving to Albania, which is kind of far from Estonia. So if America finishes circling the drain and either gets stuck in the drain or actually goes down the drain, Australia or Albania. Welcome to the show. Brown Chicken saying Mr. B. Taylor, I was laughing too hard. I legit started crying. This is a serious show. Carney is in Albuquerque. Brown Chicken says, I live in Wisconsin, but I'm an hour and a half away from Minneapolis. You're far enough away from Minneapolis that I consider you a good human being. There's something about Minneapolis. There is a very negative energy about that town. Plays on Freeway says, I am here. Brown Chicken says, find me on the map, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The headquarters for the company that I work for is up around you there. Salty Badger said, Sick had no clue what was going on. That Sick was hashtag clueless? No, he wouldn't figure it out. Mr. B, it's nippy and snowing in North Crackalacky. I am going back to bed if this shit keeps up. Go back to bed. Brown Chicken's got the Circle of Doom. Salty Badger was timed out by Salty Badger for 300 seconds. Sick Bastard says, renewed the AAA membership, now going to the dispense carry. They don't deliver. You got to walk in there and buy it and carry it out yourself. Taylor saying hi to Sick. Brown Chicken saying hi to Sick. G-Ma Rides, is that him glitching out or my internet? I might be glitching out. Donna Lee saying hi to Sick. Signal, Alka-Seltzer, him, his connection, Alka-Seltzer. Super chats are going to be plop fund. Uh-oh. Super chats going to be single moms. I don't like the strip club anymore. There's just something about the strip clubs. They're just... I went to one last week, but I just don't like strip clubs, okay? And the week before. Super chats, December discrepancies. I like that one. G-Mom might have the win on that. SST, you saw a crazy woman blessing food in the name of Jesus grocery store this morning. Still disturbed from witnessing it for some reason. Carney says, donos for December? Maybe. Brown Chicken says, single moms? No. Brown Chicken, the single mom fund? No. Salty Badger, this month's super chats go to private member December. Grecia Sphere says, I love your mustache. I'm very unmaintained right now. I'm just husky mountain man. I'm not a manicured individual right now. G-Moss says, send it to my food bank if you're looking for charity. Bash, Bikers Against State Hunger. We fed 700 complete frozen turkey and dinner. Good times. Shannon Thomas, they have offices here in the driver's lounge. I'm utilizing this time to eat the massive sub and catching up on some laptop boss work. That's funny. Brown Chicken says, one day Sterling's going to fuck up in his post and feet pitch on YouTube instead of his OnlyFans. It's cute that you think I have feet pictures on OnlyFans. Brown Chicken says, I type drunk. It's obvious. Donna Lee says, we have a lot of poker runs for Bikers Charity here. Good times. I don't ride in groups too often. I'm kind of a loner. But I wouldn't mind checking out something like that someday. Moe says, big bro, can I call out of work today? No, I need you to go to work. I need you to go to work today. It's important that you get some work done, especially on a Monday. Mr. B says, I came, I seen, I liked, and then I left. Have a great day. And be safe. Brown Chicken says, take the day off. No. Brown Chicken says, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Moe says, hey, Brown Chicken, appreciate you. No, you gotta work today. Today, if I'm working, you're working. Actually, I'm just babysitting right now. Brown Chicken says, I like Amish strip club. An Amish strip club? There's no electricity. Is it by candlelight? Instead of a stripper pole, they're churning butter? How does an Amish strip club work? Do they show ankle? An Amish strip club? That has to exist in America. Interesting. Taylor's laughing out loud. Donna Lee said, I get plenty of Amish horses drafts at our rescue. Brown Chicken says, Sterling pays enough to single moms. Child. I don't have a bag nearby I can throw up in. Sick burn. I hate you, Brown Chicken. Carney, donos for dancers? No. Taylor says, Carney, yeah, no. Gmoss says, do group rides for vets, kids, and the food bank. And so many toy runs this month. Good times. Carney does the same thing. Gma Rides says it's Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer. I thought it was Tums. Huh. Good times. Donna Lee, that's here to open all bikers ride for the charities. Taylor says, Gma Rides, you have a big heart. We love Gma Rides. Moe says, all right, guess I'm clocking in, big bro. Damn, shake my head. Listen, you got to make some money. You got to make, if you don't make money, somebody else will. And do you want to look around at your friends and be like, hey, you guys got money, but I ain't got money? You know, you got to save up for Grand Theft Auto 6, which you'll see in a decade. Taylor says, you as well, Carney. We got good people around here. Gmoss says, Taylor, and a big mouth to go with it, but thanks. Brown Chicken, Amish strip clubs where the strippers' fathers watch you watch. I don't know if I want to go to an Amish strip club. No fathers allowed in a strip club, okay? And only daddy issues are allowed. Oh, my God. Taylor says, aren't us women supposed to have big mouths, Gma Rides? Yeah. Donna Lee Montgomery says, Sterling and y'all heading out. Be real. See y'all soon. Be safe out there. Good seeing here. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to tone this down so I can go find out why I don't have a friggin' phone call. Gma Rides. I stand by Alka-Seltzer for the plop, plop, fizz, fizz. I'm going to agree with you on that one. And what, did we decide discrepancy December? That seems like it'll bring the attention of the IRS. I don't think we should have discrepancies for December super chats. We still got to come up with a name. The next Church of Wheel, which will be tomorrow sometime, I think, we'll figure out what December is going to be for the super chats. Thank you for the super chat. $5 super chat, 29 likes, 15 people watching right now. And we're gonna bounce out of here. I appreciate you kids stopping by. I see somebody famous in here, by the way. I mean, most of you are famous, in your own minds. SST, Mennonite strippers are where it's at. There's no such thing as Amish strip clubs. Stop the nonsense. Gma rides. Okay, I'm building a book, so I gotta get back to it. Good times, Gma. Rob's neighbor says, have a great day. The Brandon Brews, check out his channel, by the way. He's a cool dude. He is a fellow Bluebird driver, and he's a pretty cool cat. I like the style of the videos that he makes. Only because I see a little bit of the way I make videos sometimes. When I make my trucking vlogs. I'm not going to be able to make a trucking vlog anytime soon because I've got serious work to do as far as video editing is concerned. So I don't think the trucker vlogs will return until January, I think. Good seeing you here, Brandon. Salty Badger. Bought my granddaughter a jacket with my wife over the weekend. Cashier asked if we wanted to hang her. The lost look on her face when she said a little late for that. Oh. Jackets don't have wire coat hangers. I counteracted your joke. GMR Ride says, homework. Brown Chicken says, Sterling, take the wheel. Carrie Underwood. GMR Rides has a premiere at 5:30 today. Make sure you get in there and check it out. It's going to be a good one. 5:30 Pacific time. Uh-oh, we got messages. Carney says, have a great day, everyone. Good times. Jamie's in the house. I don't like what you're wearing. Jamie says, I broke up with my boyfriend because I didn't like how he dressed. Jamie says, I would break up with you too. Well, I hire hookers, so fuck you. Gma Rice says, thank you, appreciate it. I don't like what you're wearing. I'm going to break up with you. Fine. Sleep on the streets. See if I care. That's too funny. Anyway, I'm done with you kids. You kids are done with me. I'm going to block the camera while I press buttons. Here's the location we're sitting at right now. I will, Brown Chicken says, how do I time out Sterling? I'll time myself out. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, time out.